two brand new people that Jubilee just walks up all enthusiastic and happy because she didn't get anybody last time. In fact, she critically failed it last time, and they flop sides. So she walks up and says, "Penumbra, Penumbra, guess who I found? I found two new recruits. Look, they're right there."
Hey, that's amazing! And Dwight will just probably like get up from a kitchen table that he's like just spread papers all out over. Get up and just kind of walk over. Cheryl, you've seen the face. It's right there on the main page, I think.
Let me.
The dork.
That's Dwight.
He definitely not like a younger fucking Goldblum.
Life, you see, life finds a way.
If you would have seen.
Am I wrong?
Yeah,
I'm totally right.
If you would have saw him in when they were in school, you would not believe that he'd be a leader of the X-Men now.
He's only leading because no one else wanted to.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Ray just needs to step up and go bad.
Oh wow, I can't believe that he's the leader of a terrorist organization now. He's really made it big.
To be fair, Leviathan was very briefly in charge while he was dead.
This is very true. You are the biggest man around. But yeah, Dwight just kind of like stumbles over a little bit and just reaches out his hands to shake and say, "Hi there, I'm Penumbra. You can call me Dwight if you want. And welcome to the X Castle, I guess is what I'm going with these days."
Hi, hello, hi, yes. I guess Twitch is what you can call me for doing that thing. I'm mainly sort of curious. You guys know you've got pretty bad PR, right?
I'm a little bit aware for it. I've been trying to get people to get videos of me up on YouTube. That hasn't
And then
panned out as much as I thought.
Kitty's walking by, and, like on her way elsewhere with Elixir, and she just says, "Didn't you make most of the videos that are kind of causing you guys to be terrorists?"
Well, you know, like the people at the last event, I tried making sure they got us on camera. And back when we were doing the Sentinel things, you know? Maybe people just kind of cut out that bit of the clip and put on rock music while we beat up Sentinels.
I just thought with the whole Flyers thing, that could end sort of very, very badly. With the whole sort of reputation thing.
It really can. We're trying to work on it. I'm not really sure how much success we're having there, but you know, we're trying. But I guess, you know, you're here, so I may as well say we're definitely not a terrorist organization.
I did suspect that. That was more or less why I'm here. I didn't think you were actually. I didn't think you actually. I probably wouldn't be here otherwise.
Honestly, I've just been looking for a new job, so.
I don't think I got your name yet, did I?
Oh. No.
I mean, can I? Troy just like immediately starts fumbling words. Can I? What is it?
Oh. I mean, I just kind of like look down a little bit. There's like a sticker that's like half crumpled up on his chest that he kind of like straightens out and says, "Hello, my name is Kasai."
Kasai. Okay. And then the camera just zooms back, the conversation of the wallflowers, the descent just grows further and further. Right. Oh, well, as long as you're here, you got a lot of freedom to just kind of go around here, do whatever you want. You don't even have to do anything if you don't want to. That's fine by me. I'm just happy we can have some more mutants on our side. But there is a lot of things we can do, and I'm glad to have you here if you want to be part of the team.
This is the X-Men because, you know, Group A through W have already died.
We're
Oh,
going gender neutral now, it's X-Force.
I kind of feel like I should have brought a gift or something to this. I don't know. Here you go. I just kind of like put my hand out and like I go to hand you what is basically nothing, but by the time my hand gets to you, there's a pumpkin in it.
Oh wow, a pumpkin. And Dwight just kind of like stares at it, having no idea how to respond. Right.
If you take it, I just kind of like pull my hands away and give a small thumbs up.
I do need to ask, is this like a job or something? Do we get paid for doing this? I mean, I'm fine either way, but I just need to.
Well, we don't really make money doing this, but as long as you're here, you have free housing, free food, and access to our jet.
I'm just mainly curious about what I'm going to do about retirement in 40 or 50 years.
Oh,
If I don't get any
Dwight just kind of looks around a little bit nervously. Well, there's plenty of room around here. I mean,
Do we have a 401k? What's the health
just so you're
benefits
more
like?
aware, the place is actually a castle, and is the size of a castle, and has a large area around it.
Yo, man, I kinda, like, hold on. This is free housing, and we're doing labor for you that's not being paid. Are we slaves?
Is this a cult?
No!
This might be a cult.
I'm not cool enough to lead anything. Wait, what am I saying? Dwight just immediately is as nervous as possible. Lost track of everything.
So, after a few moments, you see a big, furry animal walk down the hallway. This one seems to be wearing a business suit and walking on two legs and glasses. And he just looks over. He looks you guys over and says, "Oh, we have guests. Wonderful."
Oh, hey, Mr. McCoy.
I just incoherently scream and point.
Something to drink. I just made a pot of tea. There's more than enough to go around.
Oh, I love some too.
I'll go with
And
a
he
yes
just
on that.
walks down the hall, and he goes, "Well, you know where it is. I have some more research to do in my lab, of course." And he walks back with looks like a container of some sort, like a bigger than average briefcase with no handle. And he just has it under his arm, kind of tucked under, and he walks towards the lab with a cup of tea in one hand.
All right.
I'm still, like, screaming, but it's slowly dying down.
Just
Are
wait
you-
until
are
you
you
see
okay
our
then?
dragon.
Oh God! If you think that's scary, wait till you meet one of our other Bardic person.
Yeah. Literally, Dwight just goes, wait until you meet our dragon.
You live in a castle and you have a dragon. Typically, the two things don't mix.
And I'm sure somewhere around here has a crown. You know, we got a bit of a theme going on, I'm afraid. I don't
Also,
know how this happened, but it did.
like, what's up with the big blue fuzzy monster?
He's Mr. McCoy. He was one of the professors back at the Xavier Institute. He's a great biologist. He's super smart. I mean, he's just great.
I thought having green skin was odd with my bright red hair, but that was.
Honestly, I used to have a friend with purple skin. They could only communicate telepathically. And they had antenna.
I can communicate normally, and I don't.
Well, I'm starting to be convinced that they're an alien and they went home, honestly.
Wait,
But,
what?
You don't look like an alien. You're good. You look good.
Wait, hold on. Are aliens real?
I don't know anymore. Dwight just like has a look in his eyes like he's seen some shit.
There's just kind of like a look of despair and what did I get myself into?
But well, I guess as long as you're here, what do you guys do? You went with Twitch as a name. I want to take a guess. You can vibrate through walls.
No, but I can go very, very fast.
Oh, Yeah, that makes more sense. Alright, that's good. I've met a guy who can go really fast. It's kind of scary.
It's pretty scary going that fast.
I can imagine. I'd rather walk. And what about you?
Well, I can make a really mean taco bowl.
I mean, that's a good skill. I mean, honestly, I don't think any of us can cook all that well. But I mean, what kind of power do you have?
Oh. Well, I mean, I just
mean,
kind of
guess
like
what
poke
makes
you,
sense is
and your muscles get really huge.
it just kind of looks down at his like 5'8" self for a moment. Looks at his like scrawny body and looks up and goes, "Really?
Yeah,
How? That sounds kind of crazy."
I don't know. I didn't bother going through science stuff.
Well, you got me and you got Mr. McCoy, and well, if we need to figure it out, we sure can. I'm sure we can learn a lot while you're here.
I randomly just started eating an apple that I didn't have.
Wait. And Dwight just kind of like double blinks at the apple and then just kind of shakes his head and ignores it. So, maybe you can help me out with a question. So, let me explain one situation we've been having lately. There have been these portals appearing all over the place. Jazzy, this has been like cross-continental or like in a certain location?
It's been worldwide.
Worldwide. Every now and then, something weird pops out of it and then just dies. My theory is that maybe they aren't adjusted to the atmosphere here or something. So I've been having a few people try to investigate and gather research. I'm not certain how all of this aligns. And this is a point where I say, what kind of question can we ask here to get the most information? Because we can ask all of one right now.
So I'm confused about the context of the question.
There are portals opening up and things coming out of it and then dying. We don't know what they're doing, what their purpose is, what's causing them, where they're coming from, or anything. And right now, after 2 research attempts, we have enough to ask a single question out of character about it.
Oh, we're going out of character. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
How specific is the question? Is it like a yes/no question, or can you like get like specific?
It can be whatever question you want to ask, and there'll be an answer.
Okay, well, perhaps something like, how similar are the laws of physics to ours? Would be a useful one in that world.
That's a good one, but like, I think like motive is probably really important here.
I could also be true. I like why are they coming here, sort of thing, or why is it opening up into our world, sort of thing. Would also be useful.
Because that could help us like determine like what priority we want to set on it.
Well, it has to be about the dimension in general, not because I can't. It's kind of impossible to get motives from research data.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess we could still ask, like, the mechanism that's, making all the portals, like, what's the purpose of making all of them? Other than maybe just transport.
Could we ask questions like, how could we make our own portal there? Would that be a sort of question we could ask?
Sure.
Because that's the sort of question that would sort of, lead into us doing our own further research.
We could definitely go down this path.
So once you have that question out of the way and you figure out how, you can then, do your own further research by going into the place.
So, let's go with that question. How do we make our own portal there? Or rather, how do we alter the portal technology we have now to go there?
Okay, so basically, that area isn't on this plane, which I'm sure you guys knew at this point. it's an alternate dimension. So you can probably put something together, like I'm not gonna throw bullshit science at you, but you can find enough to, like, you can basically build your own portal. Granted, you don't really understand if it's going to be stable or how much energy it will need to produce to get going.
Now, at least to be fair, we do already have a portal, and it does go to my shadow dimension.
Yes.
So we can at least work from there.
Well, that's a dimension you 100% understand.
By the way, with the sound of a deflating balloon, the muscles start slowly shrinking.
At which point, someone gets off the plane. You see a hulking figure. It has to be about 15 feet tall. Can barely fit out of the plane.
Bowser music starts playing in the background.
Giant horns, wings, and scales follow behind him.
I just start pointing and making noises.
And I guess he just walks directly by him, not really phased, and goes to living quarters.
Probably stop. He's trying to be better about being sociable, so
Okay.
probably stop by, look at the two newcomers, look over at Dwight, look back to the guy who's screaming. Just gotta look back to Dwight.
Kasai is still just like pointing and screaming.
Hello. These new recruits.
They are.
So
This one's Twitch, and this one's Cassie.
Kasai! I say in between the screams.
So he'd hold out his hand and kind of like grab onto your outstretched finger, like shake it a little bit. Say, hello, I'm Leviathan. I'm the combat trainer.
I just kind of like look and terror at my finger and then back into your eyes.
You have seen pictures of them on social media. If you are on social media at all, you would have seen pictures of them.
There's a difference
maybe even
between seeing that kind of stuff on like the news and everything and encountering it in person.
Yeah.
And I promise I won't eat you. Unless you're made of gold or something. Kind of raises my brow.
I'm made of plants.
Then I'm distinctly not interested.
Good.
You're just here in time, though. I was about to figure out how we're gonna spread out the roster today. And I definitely want to bring these two with us just to see what they can do.
Fine by me. I'll refuel the jet and make sure everybody else is ready to go.
Excellent.
Wanders off.
One thing before we actually do the roster is we probably want to actually check in on Colossus and see how he's doing, if he's, like, not mind-controlled anymore.
Okay, so since your fight with Colossus has been a couple days, like, because I forgot to mention, each session is about a week long, in terms of how much time passes in between each conflict.
Mhm.
So yeah, you run down to the holding cells.
Yep.
Is anyone joining them?
I want to presume someone at least, like, comes down here and checks on this every now and then.
Okay.
I guess I just kind of like absent-mindedly follow because I don't know where else to go.
Alright, so you don't see Colossus in the cell, but you see a big, buff Russian dude just kind of standing there. Looks nothing like Colossus.
Is this a sex dungeon?
I don't ask what Umbra uses it for when I'm not looking.
I just kind of like look at the Russian dude.
I don't have a
What
picture
was
of him in his human form.
what was his normal name? Or does he just only go by Colossus? Oh yeah, Mr. Rasputin. That's right. Mr. Rasputin?
He looks up from the cell and goes, "Wait, do I know you?"
I'm Dwight. I was one of the students under Xavier back at the Xavier Institute. We did a little bit of combat training once, I think.
Oh, you're with Xavier. Oh, shame what's happened. But how did you manage to live?
I wasn't there at the time. We were just out on a mission in California and we're on our way back.
Ah, praise the heavens, you did not die.
It was close. The X-Jet exploded while I was in it.
And he looks around. Where am I? Where did you put me?
Well, the shortest answer is you're in my place right now. I've been using this as a base for the X-Men ever since the X-Mansion explosion.
Is this new X-Men facility?
Close as it's going to get.
And the others, did they make it?
I have most of the students, and I think I have a track on where most of the teachers are. Logan and McCoy are here. And
Wait, Logan's
Miss
here.
Monroe has opted to stay at home.
Wait, Logan's here.
Well, when he feels like it.
I'm surprised you got a hold of him.
I'm honestly pretty surprised we got a hold of anyone.
And he just places his hand on the wall and like touches it. Cause your cell is pretty bare outside of a bed, like a small elevated section of the floor where the mattress goes.
Right.
And he just says, "And why you put me in here?"
A lot's happened. All the top X-Men, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, Storm, Wolverine, Beast, and you, and Jean, we're all taken by someone. Someone who calls himself the Ancient One or
It's
Apocalypse.
true. He is going about with his plan.
You know of him?
I've heard the name. My mind was harder to break than the rest, but he managed to find a way in.
Still, you should be okay now. Or at least you seem to be.
Well, can you let me out? I'm starving.
Dwight will just go ahead and just kind of do a basic insight to, like, see, is he definitely okay? But we'll probably let him out regardless.
I also just want to, like, put my hand through the bows and hand him an avocado.
And you're not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell with that Russian, like, demeanor. He looks at the avocado and he goes, "This is not food. This is what millennials eat."
I just look at him and
It's okay. we
hand
got a
him
pumpkin.
I hand him a like entire ear of corn.
I would suggest a beet or something, but
Yeah. I think Colossus is a vegetarian if I'm not mistaken.
I don't actually know.
Oh well. You hand him an ear of corn, and he takes it in hand, looks at it out of confusion, and he's like, "Do you have kitchen out there with you?"
Yeah, let me just show you to the kitchen. And Dwight will go ahead and just like open it and guide him around.
"You have protein bar in kitchen. We go eat on it."
not sure we have protein bar, but I think it stocks with tofu. It's weird. I have no idea where this food keeps coming from.
And you open the door, and he walks out. Why can't I not use my power? I feel weak.
It's wibbly wobbly shadow magic as far as I'm concerned.
And he just kind of walks on like, if you'll say, to a kitchen. And he goes off to the kitchen to make himself a nice meal. While
Alright.
slowly eating the ear of corn on the way. So with that, let's decide who's going where.
Oh yeah, that's right. You see like the whole roster of X-Men, everyone, don't you?
Yes.
And I put in Discord the missions for the day and where people are going. Ray, you could probably just show him the picture, has decided that he's going to do recruitment.
If you guys have seen any MCU movie, you know where it's from.
Yes. I see.
So now you know literally everything about that character.
I see.
Except, imagine if they grew up in New York and didn't become psychotic, and then released a mixtape.
Yeah, he's
Well, alright
trying
then.
to be a famous rapper, but his rap is kind of trash.
And had electricity powers.
Yeah, he's electricity blaster. He can't really manipulate it all that well, but he can sure bring the hurt.
Alright. So we can send Ray out to recruitment, maybe we can send someone else out with her. With him. I wanna say we should have maybe like Wolverine and Kitty go investigate the special forces. I feel like Logan is the kind of person who'd have experience with military stuff.
Logan is on deck and he's willing to do missions, but his drawback is you can't pair him with another leader because he will not follow commands.
Right.
I was gonna say, in an out-of-game sense, putting Logan on the soldiers seems like a bad idea. He might have like some weird.
Well, he also
effects.
has the ability to track things with his nose and all that, and
You can use meta knowledge when assigning people to tasks.
It's more like
I figure he's
Yeah.
also like actually stealthy to some degree, and so is Kitty.
I have no doubt. As long as everything goes fine, I'm sure he'll be great.
Yeah, Kitty's whole thing is she knows how to stealth.
My concern with sending Wolverine after some soldiers is that if things do go pear-shaped, he's gonna kill all of them.
Yeah.
One of the few X-Men that doesn't have a problem with killing people.
And that might not be what we want in this situation.
This is true, but it is a spying mission, and I think even as crazy as Logan gets sometimes, he knows how to not start a fight if he doesn't want to.
You're the boss. I'm just
That's my judgment, I guess.
informing you. It may
I kind of agree, but at the same time, we can't put him on much else.
if it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go very wrong. It's sort of
Who else can we send on what? We can research the mutant serum that we have. We could do things like research how to make it actually work on us, increase our power, or maybe find a way to give other people powers. That'd be kind of cool.
That's interesting, though it seems like going down a strange road.
It seems like a slippery slope.
Well, maybe we could get more normal people to kind of get on board with us if we go, look, we're totally fine with sharing some cool powers. And if anything else, I mean, it doesn't have to be anyone who doesn't want to share or contribute to the mutant stuff. Contribute to the serum.
What if you gave someone the serum and, well, it like horribly disfigured them or something? Because some
I guess that's what testing
mutants
is for.
look.
I kind of trust Beast as like one of our best geneticists.
Well-
He should be able to know exactly what these things will do.
Yeah, but like my point is, some of the some mutants end up looking. I just kind of like, is the dragon dude nearby?
I'm not here at the moment. No.
Okay, I just
I'm up,
kind of like
filling up
make
the
a
jet.
I make a dragon motion with my hands.
Right. I feel you.
I guess
Honestly-
there's aren't reasons to not make it though, right? There's just reasons to be careful
Yeah.
with distribution.
Honestly, right now it's just a research project. We took some information from the Brotherhood. They were working on the same thing. I'm kind of lucky I got out of this. Incidentally, probably not sending anyone to deal with the Brotherhood this time.
Oh yeah, new people. Don't forget to do your complications and motivation.
You need to slap me into doing mine.
Yes.
Hey, you just don't get here